Dear students, we'll learn now the chapter 3, that is inside the CPU case. Okay, and in this lesson we will learn about different components inside the CPU case, CPU box, and what are the components, main components, processor, ALU, control unit, memory will learn about RAM and ROM, then secondary storage, about secondary storage also will learn. Okay. So, in the beginning there is some discussion about some of these characters in the lesson, that is Yas, Mughals, and Abni. They are telling that Yas is telling that many things means lot of things happening in the CPU, of a computer. Mughals says yes, and CPU has many different parts, and they also inside the CPU they do also different functions. Abni said yes, CPU is he says that CPU is a very important part. And Mughal says that how we should go and learn about the different parts of the CPU. So first is the we have to see inside the CPU. Inside the CPU, this CPU case, CPU box, or we say it tower. So this CPU case has many things, right? First, but the very important thing is that CPU itself. Inside the CPU box you have CPU, and that CPU is the brain of the computer, right? So, and whatever we give to the computer, inside the computer it is the CPU responsible for processing the data. Then CPU has also many parts, mainly two parts. What are they? One is the ALU, arithmetic logic unit, arithmetic and a logical unit. This is the first part. Why its name is like that, arithmetic and a logical unit? Because here mathematical calculations are done, and that means arithmetical calculation is done, like addition, subtraction, multiplication and division, and also logical operation, logical calculations are done, right? So logical calculations means mathematical calculations. I told they will give addition of two numbers, so answer is another number. 5 plus 7, answer is 12. So addition of numbers, subtraction of numbers, they give the number. But logical operation, they don't give numbers, they compare numbers, right? So is 10 greater than 12, they compare the numbers, but answer is what? Answer is what? Answer is the true or false, yes or no. Is 10 greater than 12? So here the answer is what? False, right? Another question, another logical calculation is given in the book is 2 plus 2 equal to 2 into 2. That is another logical calculation, logical operation is 2 plus 2 equal to 2 into 2. So that is the answer is what? So that is true, because 2 plus 2 is 4, 2 into 2 also 4. So logical calculation, logical operations, okay, gives true answer or false answer, right? So we read about now ALU. Next is CU, because this is another important part, and it works as the traffic police inside the CPU, because it controls the flow of information, okay, where data will go, where the information will go, okay, that is, so from that is from ALU to memory, and from memory to, whether memory to monitor or keyboard to memory, all this flow is controlled by the or memory to output, okay. So this flow is controlled by the this CU. CU is the controller, okay, control in unit. So next we will learn about memory, right? So memory of the computer, okay, means normally it is primary storage, right? Primary memory. When we call the what is the memory, okay, capacity, that is the primary memory, right? And anything processed by the CPU, okay, that is first kept in the main memory, right? Main memory, that is, okay, main memory is also divided into two parts. One is a RAM and another is a ROM, okay. RAM means random access memory, or you can say read and write memory. We can read from the RAM, we can write also in the RAM. And second one is a ROM, read only memory, only we can read, right? So computer, another thing, computer stores this data and information, okay, as a binary numbers, using binary numbers, binary digits, okay, like 0 and 1. All the information computer stores, okay, they are in terms of zeros and ones, right? And whether it is 0 or 1, that's why its name is binary, right? So binary, because either 0 or 1, bi means 2, and a single unit of a binary digit like 0, 0 or 1 is called a bit, okay. So BIT stands for binary digit, okay. If BIT, full form of BIT also anybody will ask, you will say binary digit. So and another thing, the bit, that is bit means either 0 or 1, but only 0 or 1 will not means the information will be whole information will be in terms of 0 and 1, so many zeros and 1s, right? So computer memory, okay, in 8 bits make the byte, right? And computer memory will measure how many bytes are there in the memory, okay, in that way we will measure. So how many bytes, right? And if we say how many bytes, you can also say how many kilobytes, okay, how many kilobytes of memory. We can also say how many megabytes of memory. We can also say how many gigabytes of memory, how many terabytes of memory, like that, right? We can say. And so bit is the smallest, then byte is 8 bits, and kilobyte 1024 means 1024 bytes. Okay, megabyte 1024 kilobyte, gigabyte 1024 megabyte, terabyte 1024 gigabyte. So like this. So bigger unit is terabyte and very smaller unit is bit, then byte, then kilobyte, then megabyte, then gigabyte, then terabyte, like this. So the right. So you can now say which one is bigger. Like some examples is given in the book. 15 GB, 10 bytes, 15 KB, 20 MB. So you can say easily which one. You can say which one is smaller, which one is bigger. You can arrange them in the ascending order. Okay, RAM. So next RAM. Okay, RAM. What happens? RAM, I told, what? Random access memory, right? So this RAM is volatile. What do you mean by volatile? Volatile means the how long the computer power is on, RAM is having the data. Once the power is turned off, okay, all the contents from the RAM will be lost. Everything means RAM will be clean fully. Okay, like the blackboard is cleaned after the class is over. So like that it will be. RAM will be cleaned when the power is gone, means computer is off, right? So next thing is the ROM. ROM is the read only memory. It holds the instructions, okay, how to start the computer, because in the beginning RAM has nothing. ROM should have something, no? So ROM is the non-volatile, means something that will be kept in the ROM. It will help in the starting of the computer. Then whatever will write and write or store, it will be stored in the RAM. Okay. So ROM contents, ROM, okay, material will not be lost when power is off, right? So then why this RAM and ROM two are there in the computer? Yes, I told you that ROM is just like a ROM will be helping in the beginning, okay, and RAM is the clean slate. After starting, the RAM will be filled up, and till the end means till the computer is off, RAM will be full. Okay. Now the secondary memory will discuss. So you understood that RAM, everything is lost from the RAM, okay, once the power is turned off. Okay, so we need what? We have to store it for future. How will store? You need secondary storage, right? If we will store it in the secondary storage, then it will be stored for a long time, right? So right, so this secondary storage are needed, secondary storage, right? CD-ROM drive, okay, then hard disk, they are all hard disk, pen drive, okay, they are all the secondary storage device. Okay, hard disk, you know, it is the main, hard disk is the, okay, main storage unit of the computer, Okay, you can see the figure in your book. Okay, it is a metal disc, circular metal disc. Okay, that is kept in a that is sealed. Okay, in the hard disk drive. The total surface is total thing is the hard disk drive, but this means circular disk is the hard disk, right? So this data in the hard disk, okay, data is stored in the hard disk, right? Hard disk drive, okay, in platters. Okay, these circular metal discs, they are also called platters. On the platters the data will be stored. Okay, so they have very large capacity hard disk. Okay, and they can, we have just discussed about byte, kilobyte, megabyte, gigabyte, right? So this gigabyte, up to gigabyte and a terabyte also the hard disk can store. That means big means much information. Okay, lot of information, lot of data they can store. Okay, terabyte. You know what is 1 terabyte? How much? So it is given in the book how much MB, how it approximately means not equal, mostly like the, okay, how much megabyte 1 terabyte it is given, right? Now we'll read about different types of hard disk. Hard disk, one is a internal hard disk, another is a external hard disk. Okay, internal hard disk is kept inside the computer, but external hard disk, they are portable. We can take them from one place to another. You can see the portable hard disk picture in your book. Okay, okay, that is also that is kept in a small case, for it a small case, right? And it is connected. You can see the cables are coming from it. So USB cable, with USB cable, this external hard disk can be connected to your computer. Okay, then so you can easily take the portable hard disk here and there. You can store many data, many information. Next is floppy disk. Nowadays you are not seeing the floppy disk. Okay, floppy disks are not seen nowadays. Okay, means 20 years back, 20 years, 25 years back. Okay, only, okay, now you are seeing what? Pen drive, CD. So in those days they were not seen. Pen drive, CDs, only you are seeing. Okay, only what was seen, that is only floppy disk. So floppy disk was only seen that time. Okay, it is also circular. Inside it is circular, like plastic disk, plastic coated. Okay, plastic disk, plastic circular, and coated with a magnetic material, right? And has a protective cover. You can see a plastic protective cover, means square cover is there, right? And okay, these floppy disks are of okay, they had different size, mainly two sizes floppy disks were coming. One of them is 3.5 inch wide, right, the diameter floppy disk. another was is 5.1 by 4, right. So this floppy disk, this 3.5 or 3 half floppy disks, they could store 1.44 MB of data, only 1.44 MB of data. Now you see, so many GB of data pen drive is storing. That time only 1.44 MB of data the floppy disk was storing. Okay. Right. So nowadays we are using only CDs and USB memory sticks. Memory sticks means pen drive. So let's study about CD-ROM. CD-ROM full form. What is the full form? CD-ROM full form is the compact disk read-only memory. Okay, it's just like the CD, ordinary CD. Okay, it can store 720 megabytes. I have told you that first is byte, then kilobyte, then megabyte. So 720 megabytes of data it can store, right? And we have discussed that floppy was storing 1.44 MB. You just think how many times it is storing. Okay, so so this CD-ROM is storing how much more? So much, right? Okay. So this CD-ROM, we can whatever data we store, right? They are read only in the CD-ROM. We cannot, okay, change it, delete it, okay, or delete means we cannot erase it, right? Okay, but writable compact discs, okay, are available. They are coming in blank, okay, and they are for storing in them we use what read write CD drive is used. Okay, two types of writable compact disc. One is the WORM, write once, read many. Write once, read many times, means once you can write, okay, and then it is only read only. After that you cannot change, okay, only you have to read. Okay, second one is the magneto-optical disc. Okay, so second type of compact discs are magneto-optical disc. Okay, so here, right, in this type of compact disc you can store many times. You can, okay, you can write many times on the compact disc in the CD. Okay, so next type of storage device is the DVD-ROM. DVD means DVD full form digital versatile disk. Okay, digital versatile disk. Okay, this disk DVD, one disk can store 17 gigabytes of data. 17 GB one disk can store, right? So one DVD, so much. So in gigabytes, 700. How much I was telling in CD-ROM? 720 megabytes. But from the megabytes more is gigabytes, and 17 gigabytes can be stored in the DVD. Okay. So next is the USB pen drives, okay, memory sticks, right? They are called memory sticks, flash drives, flash memory sticks, okay. These are the USB pen drives, okay. They, right, uh, so they are plugged into, we can put in the computer where we use them, we connect them pen drive to the USB port, right, USB port, okay. What is port? That is the connection point where you connect the pen drive is the USB port, okay. So these pen drives, they store the data for many days, okay. They are not easily damaged, right. So many types of pen drives, okay, 2 GB, 4 GB, 8 GB, 16 GB, 32 GB, like that. So there is a comparison giving in the book of storage. The storage capacities are shown in the book. Smallest is the floppy, then CD-ROM of 720 MB, DVD of 4.7 GB, USB can be USB pen drive 16 GB, and hard disk, okay, that is 1 TB, okay, like that. So like that it can be. So we discussed everything of the chapter, okay, that is so. So what was the chapter name? It was inside the CPU case. We discussed many things of this chapter, and the summary is there, okay, summary, okay, ALU, CU, they are the parts of the CPU. ALU stands for arithmetic logic unit, okay, it does mathematical calculations, logical calculations, okay. Control unit controls the flow of information from between the different parts, okay. Then in the memory, everything to be processed in the CPU must be in the memory. So memory, they must be there. So from the memory it will come to ALU. So it will be controlled by the CU, right. Next, the size of the computer memory is measured in bytes, kilobytes, megabytes, gigabytes. Then RAM stores, RAM is the memory that stores the data and instructions, okay. RAM, and ROM is the read only memory, okay. Okay, that is when we switch on the computer, whatever instruction is needed, those are there in the ROM, okay. Now secondary storage is the non-volatile, the data is stored for many days, long time. Then DVD stands for digital versatile disk, okay. So nowadays it is more used. So with this chapter is over, so we can do the exercise, okay. Thank you.